There's been a substantial increase in defendants' income since 2010. Of course, we have no idea about it. We can Google and see that this net worth is $15 million. We can see the videos that he posts on YouTube bragging about $1 million watch, etc., just from a couple of months ago. But what we are looking at is the best interest of this particular child. Here we have a minor child whose father is a multimillionaire. Mom lives in Section 8 housing. Mom is on government assistance. There is food stamps that have to be utilized. The child is on Medicaid. And so when I went through and looked at the answer filed by the defendant, part of what the request for relief that he asked for was that mom's modification be deleted in its entirety. So basically he's before this court saying, even though since 2010 my income has increased substantially.
Right, again, we're not here on the merits of the
all right,
so
all right, Your Honor.
The motion for protective order that is the subject of today's hearing.
I understand, Your Honor. But what we're looking for, Your Honor, is to get a full and complete understanding of Mr. Davis's income and assets, which can be utilized to determine not only the basic child support obligation, but also any high income deviation that Your Honor would.
Okay.
But Your Honor, this case is about a woman who's basically had to put her dreams and her life on hold to take care of these parties' son. This child is 11 years old.
The minute is 12:24. She's had to put her life on hold because of these. She pointed at Gucci Mane, his lawyer, and his new wife. It's their fault that she had to put her life on hold. Who did the baby come out of? That's my. Who did the child come out? Don't worry, don't worry. I'm just talking to them. You hear me? I'm just talking to them. I'm just talking to them. It's okay. Welcome back to the Men Too podcast. I'm Ayo CONSACO, fearless leader of Ayo Nation and the Men Too movement. And this is Men Fighting Back. If you have not signed the change.org petition for Men Too, or you have not got your Men Too t-shirt from paypal.me/Are You Serious 10, you don't need to be inboxing me about being in the Men Too movement, anything about August, how you join. Don't even ask the questions. If you can't follow simple directions, 2 things you have to do: sign a petition, get a t-shirt. Very simple. Then don't talk to me if you can't do that, because you're gonna have to follow a lot of direction come August. So that's simple. Shout out to everybody who all the Men Too movement members. Also, if you're in the Men Too movement, go to the Men Too Facebook page and make sure you are signed up there. This is Hamilton. This is his first time on the glass desk, so he's a little bit going through culture shock. And I'm gonna have to put him down in a minute because I'm about to get very, very upset, and I don't want him to get used to that. He got pit bull in him, so I don't want him to have no situation. Alright. Now he's laying down. Alright, as you just seen at the beginning here, that's the bitch's attorney. This, I want you to understand something, my nigga. As you are fucking with your bitch right now and everything, you know what I'm saying, gangster, we riding, it's all love. As I've said on Facebook, you have no idea how great of an enemy that your soulmate is going to make. You have no idea how that person that you just couldn't see yourself being without, that you actually love, how relentless they're going to be in destroying you. You have to believe and know that Gucci Mane at one point, you know, this is a down bitch, whatever like that, and all this good shit. He should have, of course, if he was sober, of course he was fucked up then, he would have been able to read the signs of this bitch not only being evil, but being slow. This is why the child came out autistic. And we all know that Gucci Mane got, mental issues of his own that were compounded with the dope he was using. So that's another reason why the child may have come out autistic. But all women know that there's a chance that during birth, me giving birth, there's a chance that I might die, the child might die, or the child may come out handicapped. That's what every woman has to know. That's, back in the olden days, that's the reason why you respect a woman is, for giving birth, because every time she goes, in to have a child, she may not, come back out. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of that's why it was a badge of honor, back then, kind of a rite of passage into womanhood back then. But things were so much more balanced back then. At this point now, the main thing you hear a woman talk about is, it's very funny. If you look at this situation in Dallas, where the white man, the bartender, beat the black girl up in a parking lot. When she gave her fucking statement, she said he was hitting me like a man. But you ask any feminist, and that's exactly what they want. It's to be treated like a man. If you don't treat him like a man, you get in trouble. When you do treat him like a man, you get in trouble. But my hands are off that one. When you go to court, my nigga, when she puts you on child support, they're going to give her a lawyer. And really, it's not even a lawyer. It's a prosecutor. The same way, the state has a prosecutor and shit like that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Once she go down there to them fucking white folks, she is, like that, this bitch is the biggest snitch of them all. Niggas get they dough kicked in, get all kind of real deal charges behind child support warrants. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you are the law. You can't say anything about, snitch ass, police ass nigga. You can't say none of that if you have a nigga on child support. You're a part of the government. You're a part of the state. And they utilize you at every fucking turn because they know that you're too fucking retarded to grasp what the fuck is going on. In Atlanta, there's a 4-to-1, a 10-to-1 fucking rate of women to men and shit like that. Niggas in jail for non-violent crimes, and your mind just don't even maybe some of that, I wonder how much of that is child support. But you steady fucking do it. And the thing about it, my nigga, that I'm trying to get through to you is, I'm gonna just tell you, my nigga, there is, if a bitch has a nigga on child support, she's a nothing ass bitch. If you fuck with a hoe that has a nigga on child support, dog, anything you get past that point is on you, my nigga. That should be one of the first questions that you ask a bitch, ask a woman, when you're trying to find out whether or not she's a bitch or not. Hey, you don't have anybody, you have kids, hey, do you have the father on child support? And you might have to check that shit, because the hoe might lie because she know it's bullshit. See, this is my thing. If it's wrong, let it be wrong, and stand on that shit. Ho, if you went down there and put a nigga on child support, why the fuck is you hiding the shit? Why the fuck, if it's nothing wrong with it, then why, when a nigga asks you, hey, do you have somebody on child support? You don't just say, yeah, I actually do. No. See, I wasn't going to put, that's just every hoe. I wasn't going to put him on child support, but he just ain't going to, bitch, he didn't want to have the child with you. That's why I said I got to get him down, because I don't want him to be scared of shit. Come on. He didn't want the child with you. He didn't want to have that baby. You know he didn't want to have that baby, but you knew that child would tie you and him together forever. That's why you did that shit. Nigga ain't want no motherfucking child with you. Any bitch that will have a fucking child and put a nigga on child support is a nothing ass bitch. Because bitch, if the nigga die, you'll never, what the fuck are you gonna do then? Because what you're pretty much saying is, I can't take care of my fucking decision on my own. As a man, if you have a child by a bitch and you get custody, most niggas don't even want child support from the bitch. Niggas just want the bitch to leave them alone. Like, bitch, I'll take the child. I don't want child support. Just please, never speak to me again. I just don't want a deal. Please, just leave me alone. But see, a bitch, it's just, this is a nothing ass bitch. Now, a woman, if you're not gonna help, that's on you. That's between you and your child. But I'm gonna support my child no matter what. What comes out of me, I take care of. And see, that's a fucking woman. You can't do nothing but respect that. But a bitch that'll run down here to the same folks that shoot us down the street when we have our hands up, and then bitch, you got the nerve to fucking put a sign up protesting? You can't be fucking serious. Alright, go ahead and get down. Let's listen to some of this shit, man.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Y'all are entirely capable of reaching an agreement outside of court, as you are aware.
I am aware of that, Your Honor, and in fact, we attempted to do so. Before Mr. Golden was hired, we attempted to do it with Mr. Davis.
That's the lawyer's voice.
The
prosecutor's voice. But you know one thing that Gucci did that a lot of us couldn't do in child support court is he came in that bitch with his lawyer. He had a child support fucking lawyer. Like, they give her a fucking lawyer because she's a part of the state. So they come with a fucking prosecutor to jam you, to fuck you over. Just for free. Because she's with them. But for you, no, I don't got no court appointed. No, ain't no court appointed. Hey, don't start that.
California attorney who contacted me.
Object. I mean, as far as any type of negotiations that occurred.
Yeah, that's not appropriate.
Yeah.
That's his lawyer objecting, and that's what the fuck you need. But if you walk in there with a fucking lawyer, they'll try to fucking modify your guy. Hamilton, come here. Come here, Hamilton. Ain't no going in that room.
Are you asking to have these admitted into evidence?
No, I asked to show you for demonstrative purposes, Your Honor, because it has been my client all along. But what you can look at, Your Honor, is Exhibit 2, where we attempted with Mr. Golden this year on January 3rd to not even have this hearing and enter into a confidentiality agreement, which is also what we said at the 30-day status conference.
I'm sorry, but this is negotiations that are not. I mean, this is just a small part of communications that goes on.
To show that there were efforts made to cooperate.
Exactly, Your Honor.
To reach agreement. I mean, there's not a motion to compel before the court, so.
Not yet.
Okay, well, I'm not going to consider a motion that's not before me.
Of course.
So I'm not sure that it's appropriate for me to consider plaintiff's exhibits 1 and 2.
Your Honor, I was just showing that with respect to the last thing that Mr. Golden said, he wanted a confidentiality order or agreement entered into, that my client has been attempting to do so since August.
Are you saying that you'd like some time right now to try to negotiate that?
We've tried that with him for months, Your Honor. So with respect to the fact that we believe that discovery needs to be had.
What the fuck they're talking about is, hey dog, fork over, the same thing they're doing with Trump. Fork over all of your motherfucking bank statements, everything. Let's see what kind of money you fucking with. And I want all y'all to just type in Gucci Mane child support, and it'll be the first. It'll say Gucci Mane baby mama tells court autistic son is on welfare. Go to that fucking video and you can see what his lawyer said and break this shit down. It's one part I want y'all to hear.
In this case,
all right, I'm not clear, because you're saying you want to reach terms on a protective order, but then you're here opposing the protective order.
No.
Okay.
We don't want to reach terms on a protective order. We want to reach terms on the confidentiality of the documents that are produced.
Which would be what a protective order would do.
Well, they don't want to produce a single document.
Okay. All right. So you're opposed to that, understandable.
Correct.
But if things are produced, then...
See how that motherfucking judge is getting on her motherfucking ass? See, that's how a judge will treat you. And I don't see why the fuck they always got white hole judges. It's always a bitch. It's always a bitch. It's gonna be a child support judge. But see how that judge is respecting and showing love to and scolding the fuck out of this stupid bitch and her fucking attorney? That's because he got a lawyer there. And they showing like, because if you just walking there by yourself, they just gonna, know what I'm saying, do the numbers on your stupid ass.
You don't necessarily have a problem with them being under some kind of confidentiality.
We have no problem with that at all. And that's been our position all along, which was the point that I was making.
Okay.
But, Your Honor, this case is about a woman who's basically had to put her dreams and her life on hold to take care of these parties' son. This child is 11 years old.
The minute is 12:24. She's had to put her life on hold because of these. She pointed at Gucci Mane, his lawyer, and his new wife. It's their fault that she had to put her life on hold. Who did the baby come out of? That's my. Who did the child come out? Don't worry, don't worry. I'm just talking to them. You hear me? I'm just talking to them. I'm just talking to them. It's okay. How do you put your... I didn't tell you. I'm out here slanging. Gucci Mane was out here doing everything under the sun. The last thing that he would fucking want is another child. Just let's do logic for a second. I'm Gucci Mane. I'm a nothing ass bitch in the projects that's dating I'm one of the bitches that Gucci Mane is fucking. It's obvious that I'm just one of the bitches he's fucking. Who would be more apt? Who would have the biggest desire to have a fucking child? Gucci Mane is trying to get his career off the ground. No, like, why would he want to have a child? She knows this, and we know this. But when we get in court, we act like, oh no, it's a child, and we just trying to get, and the child is just, and it's the child, and we just want to be. No, this is a bitch who tried to secure the bag. And wind up, because she did it by evil, she had evil in her heart, the child came out fucking handicapped. Because she chose to have she already slow. You choose to have a child with a fucking drug addict? All the fuck he do is smoke weed, drink lean, and pop pills. How fucking healthy is his sperm? But just as soon as that shit caught, just as soon as you showed up pregnant, motherfucker couldn't tell you shit because you Gucci Mane baby mama. You Gucci Mane baby mama. One of his baby mamas. So I'm in a game. You know I'm straight. And we're not going to court about whether or not he's paying child support. We're going to court about him not paying enough. You nothing ass bitch. I want you to listen to his fucking lawyer. You don't have a job, and you have marked in here vacation fee, clothes fee. Being a baby mama is not a career. You nothing ass bitches. It's not a career. You don't have a child so that you have a check. But how could we expect this quality of human being to understand that? You will see them all in the comment section saying, he should have wore a condom. You supposed to help your child. He's paying. What does his and his wife money, they want, because they're married now? Oh, y'all got a joint income, so now both of y'all you need to be paying more. What his lawyer said was extremely intelligent. He said that she's trying to get spousal pay or alimony disguised as child support. Bitch, I've been paying, but you're saying I'm not paying enough. Do you understand that as long as you're alive, it will never be enough for a nothing ass bitch, a real woman? This is my child. We gonna be good regardless if you die, if you don't got no money, what she doing, what he doing, we gonna be good. Because this was my choice. This bitch said she's not been able to follow. What dream did this nothing ass bitch have? She knows nothing about sacrificing. In order to have a dream, you have to, it's natural law. If I have a dream, I have to be willing to sacrifice. This bitch knew she was broke as fuck. She was thinking about his money the whole time. The only reason why she felt like she even had a pinch of enough money to have a child is because she was looking at his pockets, not hers. I guarantee you, this bitch has been on Section 8 her whole fucking life. Her mother was on Section 8. Her mother was on Section 8. That's why I don't give a fuck. My nigga, I'm telling you, if you fucking with a hoe, go through that family line. Where did her grandma come from? Where did her mama come from? What did her grandma have? What did her mother have? She come from a long line of fucking welfare fucking bitches. Pump your brakes, my nigga. The apple don't fall far. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree is not just a cute phrase. It's real fucking life. This is all they know. This bitch is going to court not about not getting money, but not about getting enough money. I want more because he's online flashing $1 million watches. And I'm in Section 8. What in the fuck does my money have to do with you? But see, that's what they believe. Once I have a child, now I have an excuse. Their children are nothing more than excuses. You heard what she said. She can't follow her dreams now. Then why the fuck does she have the child? This bitch wasn't gonna never be shit. None of these hoes ain't never gonna be shit. There was never gonna be shit. You fat nothing ass bitch. Out of shape ass hoe. Bitch, you can't even go outside without beating your face and putting on 12 pounds of fucking hair on your head. I made a post on fucking line. I said, because Hennessy Carolina, Cardi B sister, said no filter, ho, and had a face full of goddamn makeup on. I said, can you brag about not having a filter when you have makeup on? These bitches ain't never gonna be shit, dog. And you can't even just fuck these hoes no more because they running behind the Me Too movement. These hoes gonna get that money out you no matter fucking what because they nothing ass bitches. The nothing ass bitches are nothing ass bitches and there's nothing else to it. Period. If she's about something, then she'll show you that she's about something. And if you cannot tell the difference, then refer or defer. Ask somebody, nigga, that know what the fuck they doing. I don't have to say it ain't all. My nigga, you know what the fuck going on. If you fucking with a bitch that got a nigga on child support, nigga, whatever you get, nigga, is what you fucking deserve. Cause that's a nothing ass bitch. A black woman putting a black man on fucking child support in this fucking day and age. When all these motherfuckers need is a fucking reason to come in your fucking house and murder you. They don't even need a fucking reason. I bet not never see a motherfucker online talking about motherfucking these racist motherfuckers. Bitch, you work with these motherfuckers. Bitch, make me fucking sick. And on top of this shit, let's talk about this, dog. Hold on, Daisy. Get down. I'm finna trip now. On top of this shit, bitch, you won't even raise. Let's say that this child wasn't disabled. Do you know that these hoes listen? And I gotta do a video about this. You listen to any fucking rapper that you know. Mama didn't have nothing, so I had to hit the street early. I had to go get it because mama was stressing about the bills. You never hear a verse about I had to go get it because daddy couldn't do nothing. If it's a known fact that bitches cannot survive, they can't raise their sons or daughters to where they grow up to be productive, productive. Why, if there's not a big conspiracy going on, why does the government, by default, hand the child over to this motherfucker? They hand the child to the bitch and then take the motherfucker back when they put them in booking. They hand them to you for a couple years and then they take them back when they get them in CYA, Youth Authority. They know as soon as I put them in your hands, I'm going to get them back. That's a guarantee. He going to come in this motherfucker. State issued, state issued. So then when you get to child and you get the child support, what the fuck is the child support for if all the motherfucking children, you crying about not being able to pay the bills? Do you know if some of these nothing ass bitches that take the money from their children, you might give your little girl some money for a good report card. This nothing ass bitch will take that money to put in the gas tank because she didn't spit the money on weed and shit like that, on pills, on coke. Tell the little baby, I'll pay you back. All this shit I do for you, I know you ain't talking. If you have to subject the child to all of these fucked up situations, why in the fuck would you have the child? If you can't turn away from your phone for 2 seconds to see your child's dance routine, why even have the child? If all you need the child for is to take your nothing ass picture, if the only thing so you had the child just so the child can take your fucking pictures, so you can post them online, so you can trap another nigga. Ask a bitch if she ever had her child to take her fucking picture. Hey, who took that picture? I like that picture you had on with that little dress you had on. Who took that picture? Oh, my little girl. I appreciate that. These motherfuckers will tell their boy sons and girls, children, to record them twerking so they can put it online for free. I'm done. I'm going to do a video about Men Too versus MGTOW. Again, I tell you, this ain't MGTOW. The Men Too movement wasn't made, man, the bitches is fucked up. The Men Too movement was made to show men get sexually assaulted. But the main thing is, the Me Too movement is bullshit. They're lying. There are such things as fake rape allegations. That's what we're battling. But in the midst of all this, This child support shit, everything that can get a man locked up, that's what Me Too movement stands for. That's what we stand for. All that, oh, just go your own way, bro, because they're emotional, and they on that type of shit, and just whatever the fuck. We not on that. We about keeping niggas out of jail. And I can't lie, I'm not going to be intellectually dishonest or disingenuous and say that some of our values or you know, kind of line up and are parallel. Understand. But we're on a criminal level. Like, nigga, you finna go to jail, look what's going on type shit. They just on some, they're more on some, like, and like I said, those people are, Men Too people look like me. Have my type of background. MGTOW people have that type of background. You know what I'm saying? They got that type of look. You look at them, then you look at me. And that'll be the difference. But if you don't think it can happen to you, live your life. You can sit with your bitch. If she doesn't like the way I talk, it's a reason for that, my nigga. It's a reason for that. It's a reason why she doesn't believe in you doing anything else but what you're doing now. Go to work, come home. Anytime you try to go anywhere else mentally, she slammed you right back. An argument starts. You won't even tell her your dreams. You don't even want to, because you know it's going to start a... How in the fuck can you talking about what you want to do other than working at the fucking iron mill, the fucking shipyard, slamming on fucking steel all day? How in the fuck can, and you, I want to try to, you know what I'm saying? And she'll disguise it by coming from a realistic standpoint and shit like that. And I want to tell you this too. Hey, bitch, because you got a hair salon or a nail, these hoes don't really got no nail salons because the bitch would never, like, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, maybe they can, whatever like that. I mean, like, maybe they can, whatever like that, but it just seemed like the Indians or the Chinese got that shit sold up. But bitch, look, having a... No, I'm fine. Having a hair salon is not, like, that's not really your own business, bitch. You didn't really have to go out on a limb. Like, you knew that you had enough clientele to cover it. Having a dream is like, I'm stepping out on faith. You knew that you have, what the fuck they call it? Usuals? What the fuck do they call that shit? The people that come in, like every week. I hate when I can't think of words on camera. It's not usuals. Well, either usual. But you know that motherfuckers are gonna come because they come to you to get their fucking hair did. And it's like clockwork. Alright, I'm gonna make this much, bam, boom. I got enough for a building, got enough for the permit, all good, we out of here. You didn't have to step on faith. So don't let a hoe with her bullshit ass boutique or bullshit ass, you know what I'm saying? That's not your own business. It is your own business, but it didn't take no fucking imagination to do that. Because a lot of them hoes really, like, don't let that bitch, because she has that, talk down to you, my nigga. Or a girl. If your mama owned a fucking salon and shit like that, and she shooting down your dreams and shit, don't go for that shit. Because you doing this hair and shit like that, like, bitch, that didn't take no fucking thought. You do fucking hair for a living. You talk about hoes all day. This is all the fuck you do. You don't do anything creative. I don't really want to say that either, because sometimes there are some hairdressers that do some creative shit. But you understand what I'm talking about. That negative, pessimistic fucking attitude. You have to get away from that shit by any fucking cost. By any fucking means. If it's a male, if nigga got a barber shop, you know what I'm saying? The same thing for a nigga, an automotive shop, whatever the fuck like that. Don't let a nigga talk down to you. Because it seems as he has this shit going on, he's never done what the fuck it is you're trying to do. They have no understanding of what the fuck you're doing. They've never followed their fucking dream. Money here, we can do it. You got an ideal in your head that's not safe. That's what makes it so fucking big. Nobody's gonna believe you though. And you have to get used to that. They're not gonna believe you. They're not gonna believe in you. You have to do it. So Me and Two Podcast. I'm Ayo CONSACO. Make sure you hit the PayPal. I'll see you in a minute. Love.